September 25, 2025, 4:05 p.m., Southern Caribbean Sea. Inside the Combat Information Center of the USS Gravely, time seems to stall. A radar operator leans forward, brow tightening. A new contact has just bloomed on the Spy 1D display. Nothing more than a faint green echo at first, but the speed vector hits like a jolt. A Venezuelan patrol ship, a Guaicamacuto-class, pushing hard to the west, yet lining up perfectly on an intercept course with the destroyer. The voice breaks the quiet. New surface contact, bearing 210, range 29 nautical miles. On the bridge, officers go still. They know this patch of water by memory now. 30 miles off Venezuela's coast. Outside territorial seas, well within international law, but also right inside a political minefield that's been sparking for weeks. Just 3 weeks earlier, U.S. forces executed kinetic strikes on Venezuelan smuggling vessels suspected of running synthetic opiates across the Caribbean. The footage went viral. Black smoke rising through turquoise waves, burning hulls collapsing in on themselves. Caracas didn't take it quietly. Patrols surged. Jets buzzed destroyers. State TV filled screens with iron-jawed officers vowing to defend sovereignty. And now that rhetoric has arrived in steel. In CIC, the new radar contact is logged. Closest point of approach, 3 nautical miles. Time to CPA, under 12 minutes. 12 minutes, 3 miles. 2 warships bristling with weapons and sensors. One wrong turn from a headline nobody wants. The captain acts instantly. His orders cut through the rising tension. Maintain ROE. Bring all systems online. Hail them now. The USS Gravely, an Arleigh Burke class guided missile destroyer, holds steady at 15 knots. Aegis radar humming, combat systems awake, and enough firepower on board to outrun anything in the region. Yet none of that matters right now. All that matters is one patrol boat accelerating toward them like a thrown spear. Track Sierra 214. AIS silent. Profile matches a Venezuelan offshore patrol vessel, one of their largest. At 2,300 tons, it's no fishing skiff. The operations officer rechecks the math. Current projection, 3.1 nautical miles. Time to CPA, 10 minutes. On the bridge, the officer of the deck radios down. CIC. Confirm international waters. Yes, sir. 30 miles from baseline. Fully legal. Legal. But legality doesn't keep steel hulls from colliding at sea. The first hail goes out on Channel 16. Unidentified Venezuelan naval vessel. This is United States warship operating in international waters. You are closing distance at high speed. Alter course immediately. Silence. Second hail in Spanish. Still silence. And silence at sea is worse than threats. Silence forces guesswork. And guesswork is where accidents begin. Then CIC calls out sharply. Sierra 214 increasing speed. 12 knots to 22. Bearing unchanged. Intent appears deliberate. Merchant vessels don't surge 10 knots in under 2 minutes. This is a challenge. The captain steps onto the bridge wing, binoculars scanning a horizon still empty to the naked eye. Radar, though, tells the truth. The contact is coming fast. Sierra 214 updated. CPA 2.6 nautical miles. Time to CPA, 7 minutes. Below decks, sailors hear the whispers spreading. They try to keep eating, but all ears are tuned to the 1MC. They've seen this pattern. Radio silence, rapid approach. This isn't innocent passage. It's pressure. Just 2 weeks earlier, Venezuelan K-8 attack jets swept low over another U.S. destroyer here. So low sailors claimed they could see the pilots' helmets. No weapons, but plenty of sensors active. A theatrical show of force. Now the theater has shifted to sea level. A thump echoes across Gravely's stern. The MH-60R Seahawk's rotors begin turning. Not a threat, a message. Eyes in the sky. The Seahawk rises off the deck in a storm of rotor wash, banking wide, keeping well clear of the Venezuelan vessel's immediate path. Inside, the infrared sensor pod warms up. In CIC, grainy IR imagery fills a bank of screens. Every frame is timestamped, geotagged, archived. Evidence for Washington. Evidence for the UN if it comes to that. Then comes the show of presence. A green laser pulse washes across the Venezuelan bridge windows. Non-lethal, unmistakable. We see you. We are watching. On the Venezuelan deck, sailors shift positions. Some linger near the Otto Malara gun, helmets strapped in. One raises binoculars toward the circling Seahawk. Another waves, or maybe signals defiance. Hard to tell. CIC logs every movement. Personnel visible. Gun covers off. No weapons trained. Posturing. Moments later, Venezuela answers with its own signal. Their radar sweeps both the destroyer and the Seahawk. Low power, not fire control, but deliberately provocative. Maintain orbit, the captain orders. No overflight. Keep documenting. The Seahawk circles wide again. Navy markings bold against the sky. Cameras rolling. Evidence building. Professionalism displayed. Pressure returned, measured, disciplined. The standoff reaches its crest. 4:16 p.m. The Venezuelan patrol ship finally flinches. Its bow dips slightly as engines throttle back. Speed drops. 20 knots. 18. Then a shallow starboard turn. Not a retreat, but no longer a head-on charge either. CPA widens. 4.2 nautical miles. Then, at last, the radio crackles. Spanish first. U.S. warship, this is Venezuelan vessel on sovereign patrol duty. We are operating near Venezuelan waters. The captain replies without hesitation. Venezuelan vessel, this is United States warship Gravely. We are conducting lawful operations in international waters. Your unsafe maneuvers have been recorded. Silence. Then nothing more. No threats. No accusations. Just two ships easing apart on a restless sea. The Seahawk keeps recording for a moment longer, zooming in on Venezuelan deck crews now stepping back from their gun. Shoulders relaxed, hands visible. Message received. By 4:20 p.m., CPA has stretched to 5 miles and growing. The patrol ship shadows from a distance now. Close enough to make a point, far enough to avoid a spark. The captain calls the Seahawk home. Its rotors whine as it arcs back toward the destroyer's stern. Deck crews crouch beneath swirling wash. No shots. No collisions. Just another quiet game of nerves in a crowded sea. But this encounter didn't appear out of thin air. It follows a pattern. 3 weeks earlier, U.S. Southern Command confirmed kinetic strikes on Venezuelan-linked smuggling vessels. Rare, public, and explosive. Caracas condemned them as acts of aggression. Washington framed them as law enforcement. The result? Venezuelan patrols pushed farther out. Jets flew lower. Pressure mounted. What happened with Gravely on September 25th fits the doctrine perfectly. Asymmetric presence. Create friction, test limits, generate headlines, without triggering war. And the U.S. response is equally deliberate, disciplined, documented, and predictable. Every hail, every radar sweep, every second of IR footage, built into a case, recorded for diplomacy, designed to prevent escalation while keeping control. Because at a CPA under 3 miles, one wrong call can turn a tense afternoon into a tragedy. These waters are more than blue horizons. They're smuggling routes, fishing battlegrounds, sovereignty contests. Every close pass is part of a larger chessboard. This time, it ended with a course correction and a clipped radio exchange. Next time, the stakes may be higher. So here's the question. Should the U.S. respond more aggressively when Venezuelan patrols cut it this close? Or is calm restraint the sharpest weapon in these waters? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. And if this breakdown hit home, tap that like button, subscribe for more real-world naval encounters, and hit the bell so you don't miss what comes next. If you want to support the channel directly, join the fleet, loyalty badges, priority replies, and helping us surface more true stories from the world's oceans. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, when a patrol boat plays chicken with a destroyer, it usually becomes the world's most expensive game of bumper cars. See you next time.